These have now gone on sale for $29. Meanwhile, the other ones have gone up to $50. So I figure we'll give these a shot, and I better do it quick, because if these are really good, then now is the time to buy them. So this could either be great or it could absolutely stink, and it's going to depend on the bulb. If this is a self-ballasted bulb in there, this is a total piece of junk. If it's not a self-ballasted bulb, then it's probably a decent fixture and it probably will last a long time. I got this with the intention more so to use these in the house. I'm thinking potentially even over here, because I'm going to need some kind of a solution that provides good lighting from the walls up for doing ceiling fan videos. And I haven't quite figured out how to do that yet. So I'm thinking maybe something like this could work if I mounted it upside down, or maybe I'll put some of these over in the laundry area. I don't know, I just feel like these could be really good for indoor lighting downstairs here or in the garage, especially considering how difficult it has become to find fluorescent lighting. You know, I have two 100-watt light bulbs over on the other side of the room. Why not put a 65-watt fixture in and get 3 times the brightness? And plus these are probably relatively instant on, so you're not having the warm-up time of a sodium or a metal halide. Now, down here I'm not sure it's really going to be the best application, because we're going to have frequent on and off cycling. Same thing with the garage. So I'm thinking maybe what I'll end up doing long term is install like 2-stage lighting and have incandescent lights, turn it on and off if I just go in there to grab something or turn something on or whatever, and then I'll have a second stage of lighting that can contain things like this, which are much brighter. So these I suspect are not going to be old stock. I think these are still in production. Includes a 65-watt, 8,000 hours average life compact fluorescent bulb, which better not be ballasted, or self-ballasted rather. Sturdy cast aluminium housing withstands harsh weather cap environments and will not fade. Cap or rust. Cap. Photocell automatically turns light on at dusk and off at dawn for convenience and energy savings. That's fine. 10-inch clear acrylic diffuser and aluminium reflector are uniquely designed to enhance light output. That is cap. Alright, let's open this thing up and see the truth behind all these lies on the box. 4000K, so it's more of like a, what they call a bright white. The photograph shows, doesn't seem like there is a light sensor on the top of the unit, which might make it a little more tricky to use these inside, because it'll be more difficult than just screwing a sorting cap on. Looks like on the inside of the box there is a mounting template, which is super useful. I really like that they included that. Alright, inside the box, whoa, we have the document, outdoor area light. The fixture will not operate below 13 degrees Fahrenheit, which is actually would be a problem in a lot of parts of this country. Not so much around here. It's very seldom it gets below 0, although it does happen on occasion. I don't think I've ever seen it go down to negative 15. It's really cold. Here is this special design aluminium plastic reflector, which not only has it been the same for years and years and years, it's like it has the consistency of like one of those like dollar store baking trays. It's like a notch above aluminium foil. Okay. And it does seem like, let's see, there's a crack there. It's not really enough to affect the integrity of the shade. Just face that towards the wall. Now the moment of truth about the... Where the heck is the bulb? Here's the thing itself. So I guess that's the daylight sensor, so just snip those wires and short them together. It looks like there could be a ballast. It doesn't weigh anything though, so that's a little concerning. Alright, here's the bulb. Let's see what we got. I have a bad feeling it's a self-ballasted bulb because this is not a mogul base. And if this was a ballast, that should be a mogul base, I think. Doesn't look like it's self-ballasted. No, I really can't tell. Convenient aux. Oh, that's a oh gosh, that's a different language. Fluorescent luminary, Lithonia Lighting. Wall mount only. It's not necessarily saying that it's ballasted or not. So we're gonna have to open this up and see what's inside. This, it doesn't seem like this is a ballast. This is really small, and there's those little holes in there, but I can't imagine there's a ballast in there. I'm not sure. I suppose it wouldn't be hard to find out. Just stick this in a different fixture and see what happens. Let's open this up and see what kind of electronics reside in here. That screwdriver is a bit too big. I feel like I'm going to regret taking this off. Okay, it looks like there's a ballast in there. Yep, there is. There's the ballast. So this is not a self-ballasted bulb. It's a bulb. This is just a fluorescent tube, and the ballast exists within here. Now, who knows if any of these components are actually good quality or not. It looks like it was built reasonably well. Nighttime. I should have just gone and gotten the electric screwdriver. This is such a waste of time to do it like this. So I'll just pull that little this thing inside the fixture, and then as far as it's concerned, it's always nighttime, and then I can use the light indoors or wherever I decide to use it, and it won't be a problem. It'll just stay on. Now it's still somewhat of a bad design because you have all that heat from the bulb going up, but I don't think that it's anywhere near enough to be a problem. There is vents in there so that can release some of the heat out, but I would have rather this been enclosed in metal, because this housing, this metal housing, would transfer some heat, and not much, but it'll transfer some. Okay, I think we lost part of the washer here, so I only have a lock washer, and there should be a regular washer there too. Well, it'll surface, I'm sure, eventually. Alright, let's get to turning this thing on. The daylight sensor is buried up in there. That should not trigger. Oh, there, here it is. As far as the build quality goes, $30 all day. Totally worth it. Anything more than that, though, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a joke. Like they all are, it's not unique to that one. The housing is it's a very thin gauge aluminium, but it's sturdy. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna break for any natural reason. You whack it with something, maybe it'll break, but I don't see any reason why it would just break sitting on the side of the house. Should be pretty weather resistant. I have to grab these two screws out of here that hold the shade on, because I think I'm going to hang this up on the wall on the other side of the room after this video, so I want to have the shade connected. This is threading into plastic, which I don't like because it's very easily stripped. it's so thin and flimsy that it's like you kind of have to play with it a bit to get the screws to line up right. Alright, here we go. Okay, bulb is in. Connect up these wires. If I can find where the wire nuts went. Oh, great. Where did oh, here it is. The high side of this plug is the small, is the non-textured side. Alright, let's plug this thing in and see what it looks like. Flashed there for a second. I'm not sure if that's because it was rapid start instead of instant start, or if it just wasn't getting a good connection or something. So it looks like the tube is not, yeah, it's not fully illuminated at all. Looks like these two are illuminated and these two have not warmed up yet. So maybe it's not too harsh on the bulbs. It's a pretty standard fluorescent bright white color. It's not that like hideous blue LED, but it's not like a warm, pleasant light either. Well, I'll give it some time to warm up and then I'll come back on the video. Okay, it seems to be up to brightness now. Looks like the whole tube is glowing. You know, it's reasonably bright, but it's a good amount of brightness for 65 watts, but it's not like, this isn't something I would put in outside and expect it to light up a big area. It only claims 2,800 lumens, so it's not all that much light compared to the sodium version. I forget exactly what it claims, but like this is a 150 watt sodium bulb, and this is 16,000 lumens. So even if you cut this in half, I don't know exactly if the graph is a straight curve or not, but say it's cut in half, 8,000 lumens. That's a far cry from 2,900. So it's just not that bright. So let's see, our amps is 0.78, wattage is 57, power factor is 0.62. No, for 65 watts it's a nice brightness, but not super impressive as far as the output goes for some kind of outdoor use. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into the other side of the area here, and we'll get a better idea of how well it lights up. Okay, I've got it set up over here, which is a very temporary solution. It's not a good solution, but it is a solution for now until I do something better. So I just kind of ran it over there and plugged it into that switched outlet, so now when I come downstairs I can at least see. So this is what the brightness of a 100 watt incandescent light bulb is. It looks brighter over there on the camera than it appears to be in person. So now I'll turn that off. I'll turn this on. And it does in fact flick before it starts up. So I think maybe it's rapid start and not instant start. So now I gotta let it warm up again because much of the tube is not glowing. It's all not glowing yet. So I'll let that get going and then we can compare the brightness. It already seems a little bit brighter to me. Okay, it's been on for a few minutes and it's actually pretty bright. It seems a lot brighter now than it seemed on the bench, which I guess would make sense because now it's up on the room shining around like it's supposed to be. And I actually could see this working outside. I think it would be bright enough to cover a decent sized area. So, not bad. And the light is very, like, it's really nice, clean, good quality light too. It's a good task light. The color rendering, I don't think it's quite as good as the metal halide, but the color rendering is decent. Yeah, I like it. I think if there was 2 of these in here, that would illuminate the room pretty good. It's very shadowy though. I don't really notice that so much with the metal halide one. I guess because it's just so bright it kind of fills in all the shadows. But no, this is not bad. I like this. I could definitely see mounting a couple of these down here. Not bad. For 30 beans, I'll cop a few more.